Have you ever seen a side hustle video that said you could dress up like a cartoon character and work at kids' parties to make extra money on the weekends? Because I saw that video, and to be honest with you, it made me mad. Do you want to get dressed up in your 50s in a Big Bird costume and go work a kids' party? Because I don't. So I thought I'm going to put together some side hustles that I know are real legitimate side hustles where you can make real money. And this could also be not necessarily a side hustle, but also like a post-retirement job where you can just make some extra cash if you're already retired. So today I'm going to share with you 7 of my top side hustle ideas that I've either done or I know someone who's done it, and it's an actual real gig. Okay, so first up, seasonal work for insurance agents during open enrollment. This is something that my mom did her first few years out of retirement, and she made great money just working 3 months out of the year. It just depends on how busy the agents you are working for are, but this is a great side hustle for anyone who just retired but just wants to work a few months a year, get some extra cash, and bank it. To get started, look for Medicare insurance brokers in your area and reach out. Sometimes these insurance brokers are so swamped they can't even take the time to find someone to help them, but trust me, they really need your help. So if you have a lot of admin experience, or even if you're just a super organized person and you have phone skills and computer skills, they can use your help, and this can be very lucrative. So the next one, I know you've heard this one before, but hear me out on this. It's bookkeeping. So this is something that I can speak to. I did this when my kids were in elementary school and middle school. I started working as a bookkeeper with absolutely no experience. I do love math and I do love numbers, and I am pretty organized. So if you have those basic skills, you can start a bookkeeping business. So this is what I suggest. Go to YouTube, watch a couple QuickBooks videos. If it looks good to you, go to QuickBooks Online, take some of their tutorials. They have certification programs. If you get a certificate, people in your area will hire you. A lot of small businesses cannot afford a regular accounting service. They go to their accountant a couple times a year, but they need a bookkeeper to keep their books organized. And a lot of these small businesses, their books are a mess. They need your help. So you could even offer, if you know a couple small businesses that you go to and you use their services, you could let them know, hey, I'm starting a bookkeeping business. If you know someone who needs a bookkeeper, if you need a bookkeeper, I'm offering deals right now because I'm just getting started and I'm trying to build my client list. There's all kinds of ways to tackle this, but I promise you, if word gets out in your community that you're a good bookkeeper, you'll have more clients than you can handle. I promise. So here's one I bet you haven't thought of, and that is childcare at your local YMCA or health club. Parents absolutely love seeing an older person who's reliable and who's paying attention to the kids in the childcare program. They know that they can go work out, they can be comfortable, they don't have to worry, they don't feel like you're just there punching the clock, and you get to spend some time with the kids without any pressure. It's a win-win. Shifts are short. The kids are usually only in there for 1 or 2 hours max. So if you have a kid that's hard to handle, you know he's not going to be there long. And a lot of times the gyms throw in a free membership. So you're getting paid. You get to work out after your shift. You get a free membership. So you're saving money there. I think it's a win-win. I think this one sounds like so much fun. Okay, you've heard of Uber and Lyft for sure, but I'm not telling you to do Uber and Lyft. Did you know that there are driving services for kids? So you might pick the kids up and drive them to school in the morning, pick them up at school and bring them home. Maybe you pick them up at school and you take them to an activity and you wait for them and then you bring them home. This is a great gig. They want reliable people that pass the background check, that can be trusted. Just imagine if you're a working parent and you need to have your kid driven around. You really have to trust the person. And the thing is, it's like if you get a family that the kids really like you, I mean, that could actually turn into something else down the line with the family. I just think this is such a great idea. So there are several services. There's HopSkipDrive, there's Zoom, and Kango. And I knew a mom, so when I would drop my kids off at the bus stop, there was a mom at the bus stop, and as soon as the kids got on the bus, she would go drive for HopSkipDrive. She was picking kids up, she was taking them to different after school activities, taking them home. Her kids were a little bit older, so this was a great gig for her as a single mom. I just think this is a really good one. You need to pass background checks. You have to have a clean driving record, no tickets, and you have to have a reliable vehicle. If you like driving and you have a good, reliable car and you just want to work a few extra hours per week and you don't have someone telling you what to do, think about this. HopSkipDrive, check it out. Okay, so think about this, virtual assistant. Now we think virtual assistant and we can get completely overwhelmed because you're like, how am I gonna find a virtual assistant job? You go on these Upwork sites and you can't find anything on there. It's like when people give those ideas, I think to myself, have you ever gone on Upwork and tried to find a job? Because it's pretty tough. I think it is. So this is a very specific idea I have for you. Virtual assistant for YouTubers and content creators. So a lot of these YouTubers and content creators, they need help. They don't know where to find good help. And if someone comes across their desk, they're like, oh my gosh, I've been looking for you. Thank you. So this is what I suggest. If you have some YouTubers that you really like or content creators that you really like, just reach out to them. Just say, I love your content. By any chance, are you interested in or looking for a virtual assistant? Now, some of them won't be. Maybe they're not big enough or maybe it's not in the budget for them. But like for me personally, this is something that I might be looking for soon. And I know that there are YouTubers that I watch and they talk about their virtual assistants. So the bigger ones have virtual assistants, and the ones that are doing brand deals, or you see a lot of advertising, or it's not necessarily subscribers, because a lot of YouTubers make money selling other things on YouTube. Some of them are coaches and they sell services, and so they need your service to help keep them organized, keep their appointments, send out their Zoom links, and trust me, this is an open field that I think is going untapped. So I would start by reaching out to some of your favorite content creators and seeing if they need an assistant. And if you don't find any there, then just keep going. Just find some other content creators that have services and see if they need a virtual assistant. Once you get it going, I bet you'll get more than one customer. You might have heard this one before, but I really want you to think about this, and this is tutoring. Okay, there's so many kids that need a good tutor. During lockdown, my daughter was like an advanced math student. We went around our neighborhood and handed out flyers put them on people's doorsteps, and she got multiple clients for that during the lockdown, tutoring kids that needed extra help. And I just have come across so my daughter, when she was younger, she wanted to be an advanced math student. And so we used to go to a retired school teacher after school twice a week, and she tutored my daughter at math. And that really gave her like a leg up on really honing her math skills and like filling in the holes that if you just happen to miss something in class, they never go back to it. I work with a lot of women who have younger kids in elementary school, and they all talk to me about their kids needing help. It's just the schools are, the teachers are just overwhelmed, and if the kids get behind, they just never catch up. And if you have a reliable, kind tutor that you can count on to help your kid, it is like, I cannot tell you the kind of relief as a parent. I've been on both sides of it. I've been the parent looking for tutors for my kids, and then I watched my daughter start her own little tutoring business. And it's not only that the kids need the help, it's like you get so much reward and enjoyment out of it when you help a kid, and when you see the parent's face and the parent is so relieved that their kid is not falling behind. It's just there's nothing better than that. And I feel like right now a lot of the kids still are feeling the repercussions from not going to school for like a year and a half, a couple years ago. So if you are math, writing, reading, I would say definitely reach out. And there's tutoring services online, but also just your local kids in your neighborhood. Just if you let it out that you're a tutor and one mom likes what you're doing with their kid, all the moms will be calling you. I promise. So I said it was going to be 7 side hustles because I just wanted to give you 7 ideas of things that you can actually do, not 50 things, and 23 of them are nonsense, okay? So the last one, you've heard of it too, but I want you to know that I've done it, and that's dog sitting, pet sitting. My daughter and I signed up for Rover and Wag years ago. We love dogs. We have 2 dogs right now, but we would bring dogs into our home. We would go to others' homes in the neighborhood and walk their dogs while they were at work. And we honestly made a nice little side income doing this. And then we also got a few dogs that became regulars. So we found a few dogs that we really loved that got along with our dog. And then those people came to us all the time, and we loved having their dog. It was like, at that time we only had 1 dog, but we loved dogs so much. So it was like having a second dog a lot of the time, but not all of the time. And there were a few dogs that we just absolutely loved. And I miss doing that. I really do. It was really, really fun, honestly. So Wag and Rover, and also just people in your neighborhood. Like, I'm looking for a trusted dog sitter right now, and it's hard to find. And it's so scary to leave your dogs with people you don't know. It's like half the time we don't go anywhere because we don't have someone that we trust to watch our dog. So if I knew of someone who absolutely loved dogs and was a trusted dog sitter, I would use their service all the time. So this really is a real gig. This is a real side hustle, and you can make great money. Most people tip, so it's actually even more than, like what your going rate is. If it's like a long weekend, sometimes people will tip you $50. If you take good care of their dog, they will love you forever. and you get so much out of it too. So there you go, 7 side hustles that are actually really realistic, not 50 side hustles when 23 of them are like a hoax. So I hope that you got something out of this video. I would love to know, which one of these do you think would be something that you could do, or that you're willing to try, or that you're willing to check out? And if you have any questions about any of these, please leave your question in the comments. I answer every question, and I promise you that I've either done this or I know someone personally who has done this, so I can answer your questions, and I will answer your questions. So if this was helpful to you, would you please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel? I appreciate you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.